In our increasingly digital world, understanding how to manage your personal information is paramount. It is about empowering yourself to decide how and when your data is utilized. The process to withdraw data usage consent typically involves a direct request to the entity collecting your data, referencing your data subject rights, and often utilizing specific mechanisms provided by that entity. This right is a fundamental aspect of modern data protection laws. Fundamentally, this ability stems from the principle of consent as a legal basis for data processing, especially prominent in regulations like the General Data Protection Regulation, known as GDPR. When consent is the basis for processing your data, it must be freely given, specific, informed, and unambiguous. Crucially, it must also be as easy to withdraw as it was to give. To practically withdraw your consent, you should first identify the specific organization or company involved. Next, locate their privacy policy or data protection statement, which is usually found on their website. Look for a dedicated section on data subject rights or a contact point for data privacy inquiries, often an email address or an online form. You will need to submit a clear and unequivocal request stating that you are withdrawing your consent for specific data processing activities. Be precise about which data and processing activities you are targeting. For instance, you might state you are withdrawing consent for marketing emails rather than all data processing. If the initial method is unclear, a written letter sent via certified mail can create a verifiable record of your request, which is particularly useful for legal or auditing purposes. Always keep a copy of your communication. Understanding the concept of granular consent is key here. This means consent should ideally be obtained for different types of data processing separately. For example, a user might consent to data processing for core service functionality, but not for personalized advertising. When withdrawing, you can often target these specific categories. This precision allows for a more nuanced control over your digital footprint and prevents unnecessary disruption to services you wish to continue using. Ultimately, knowing this structured approach to withdrawing consent allows you to exercise your legal rights effectively and maintain greater control over your personal data. It transforms a potentially confusing situation into a clear, actionable pathway, ensuring that your digital autonomy is respected and upheld.